Every episode of Phineas and Ferb is basically the exact same. Phineas says,
Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today.
Candace loses her mind, Perry disappears, Doofenshmirtz creates some ridiculous innator, everything explodes, Mom never sees anything, roll credits. And somehow, it never got old. In fact, a lot of people would argue it got better the longer it went on, which is weird because normally repetition is the fastest way to kill a cartoon. So how did Phineas and Ferb turn repetition into one of the most rewatchable animated shows ever made? Well, it's because the show understood something modern cartoons forgot. A formula isn't bad if the creativity inside the formula is good enough. If you really break down the structure of the show, it's almost comedically repetitive. The entire series basically runs on 4 plot lines happening simultaneously. Phineas and Ferb build something insane, Candace tries exposing them, Perry fights Doofenshmirtz. Somehow all of it connects in the final 2 minutes. That's it. That's the whole show. If another cartoon tried this today, people would call it lazy after like 2 episodes. But the reason Phineas and Ferb survived this formula is because the structure repeated, but the ideas did not. One episode they build a roller coaster, the next one they build a beach in the backyard, the next one they travel through time. The formula stayed the same, but the creativity inside the formula kept changing constantly. Another reason the show never got boring, it never slowed down. Seriously, the show moves at the speed of a caffeine overdose. There's barely any downtime, the jokes are rapid fire, scenes are short. Compare that to some modern cartoons that stretch one joke for like 3 minutes straight. Phineas and Ferb would never do that. The show drops a joke and immediately moves on before your brain even processes it. Hell, half the funniest moments in the series are basically throwaway lines, like,
Aren't you a little young to be a roller coaster engineer?
Yes I am.
that line alone perfectly explains the show's energy. It knows the premise is ridiculous, and instead of over-explaining it, it just keeps moving. Okay, we need to talk about the real star of the series, Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz. Because this man genuinely might be one of the most funniest cartoon villains ever made. Every episode, he explains some deeply traumatic backstory like,
I had to work as a lawn gnome. I was forced to wear hand-me-up girls' clothing. Neither of my parents showed up for my birth.
and somehow it's both sad and hilarious. Doofenshmirtz works because he's not actually evil, he's basically just a divorced engineer with emotional problems. Half his evil plans aren't even dangerous, he just creates a mild inconvenience to the tri-state area. The Perry vs. Doofenshmirtz storyline is secretly what gives the show consistency. No matter how crazy the main plot gets, you can always rely on Perry showing up silently, Doofenshmirtz explaining nonsense, an explosion,
Ugh, why does everything explode so easily?
and somehow everything resetting perfectly. Also, why did this show have so many good songs?
Tell me what's making you jump like that.
This is supposed to be a children's cartoon, why are their songs better produced than actual radio music? Every episode had some sort of song and they were all memorable. The music did something important. It made every episode feel unique even when the structure stayed the same. You might forget the plot of an episode, but you'll remember the giant musical number about squirrels in my pants. The songs basically acted like little rewards for the audience. A lot of modern animated shows underestimate how music is important for memorability. Phineas and Ferb understood that if people leave humming the song, they'll remember the episode forever. The reason people still love Phineas and Ferb isn't just nostalgia. The show was genuinely well made. It respected the audience, it trusted kids to keep up with fast jokes, it didn't try too hard to be relatable, and it never became cynical. That last part matters a lot. A ton of modern cartoons feel weirdly embarrassed to be sincere. Everything has to be ironic or self-aware 24/7. But Phineas and Ferb was optimistic. The characters actually liked each other. The world felt fun. Summer felt endless. And for 22 minutes at a time, the biggest problem in the universe was Candace trying to bust her brothers. So yeah, Phineas and Ferb repeated itself constantly, but it proved something important. Repetition isn't what makes a show boring, lack of creativity is. And Phineas and Ferb has enough creativity to make the same formula work for years. Anyways, I'm gonna rewatch the roller coaster episode for the 400th time. Thank you so much for watching. Just letting you know, less than 1% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. If you enjoy my content and want to see more, please consider liking and subscribing. And thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. And let me know in the comments what you thought of the video.